Welcome to Biology online class from the Gopi Krishna High School. Today we will discuss about the human digestive system. In the human digestive system, we have already discussed about the esophagus. Today we will discuss about the stomach. Look here, this is the stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure. Look here, this is the stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure. It is present in the left side of the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm. Yes, stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure. It is present left side of the abdominal cavity, below the diaphragm. Look here, this is the diaphragm. Yes, the diaphragm. Yes. Stomach is a bag-like structure. It is present left side of the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm. Yes. This stomach has two parts. The upper part is called as a cardiac stomach, and lower part of the stomach is called a pyloric stomach. Yes, pyloric stomach. Yes. Why the upper part of the stomach that is called as a cardiac stomach? Look here. Where the esophagus open into the stomach, there is a one sphincter. Yes, one sphincter. This is called as a cardiac stomach. Cardiac sphincter. That's why the upper part of the stomach is called a cardiac stomach. Look here. Why the lower part of the stomach is called a pyloric stomach? Where the stomach is open into the small intestine, there is a one sphincter or valve that is called a pyloric sphincter. Yes, pyloric sphincter. That's why it is called as a pyloric stomach. Yes, the upper part is called as a cardiac stomach. Lower part is called as a pyloric stomach. Look here. This stomach plays a three important role. Yes. What are the three important roles of the stomach? One is the stomach store the food temporarily. Yes. Yes, store the food temporarily. Means 4 to 5 hours. In the stomach, food is stored 4 to 5 hours. And the second function is the mixing of various components of food. Mixing of various components of food. Yes, components of food. Thoroughly. Mixing of various components of the food thoroughly. And the third one is changes the chemical nature of the food. Yes, chemical nature of the food. Nature of food. Yes. Stomach plays a three important role. One is store the food temporarily 4 to 5 hours. And the second one is mixing of various components of the food thoroughly. Third one is changes the chemical nature. In mouth the food is means the chewed food is bolus. This bolus is alkaline in nature, means basic in nature. When our food is entered into the stomach has the hydrochloric acid, because the gland cells present in the wall of the stomach producing the gastric juice that contain hydrochloric acid. That's why when our food is reached in the stomach, it is changes from alkaline to basic, or it is changes from alkaline to or base to acidic condition. Acidic condition. Yes. It is changes from alkaline or base to acidic condition because HCl is present in the stomach. It is a muscular bacterial structure made with muscles. Look here. So, in the wall of the stomach, three type of the muscle cells are there. They are circular muscles. Yes. Circular muscles are longitudinal muscles. Longitudinal muscles are, and the third one is the diagonal muscles. Yes. Diagonal muscles. Yes. Look here. Circular muscles. Circular muscles. Longitudinal muscles. Longitudinal muscles. Diagonal muscles. Diagonal muscles. Yes. In this way, three type of the muscle cells are present in the wall of the stomach. They producing the contractions and relaxations are producing the wave-like movements. They are called peristaltic movements. Peristaltic movements. Due to these movements, peristaltic movements, the food is churned in the stomach. Food is churned in the stomach. Next, look here. In the wall of the stomach, there are the gastric glands. What are the gland cells are present in the wall of the stomach? Gastric glands. Yes, these are the gastric glands. These gastric glands, they are producing the digestive juice is called a gastric juice. What is the digestive juice? Gastric juice. Yes. This gastric juice, it contains the components. What are the components are there in the gastric juice? They are HCl, hydrochloric acid, mucin, and the third one is enzymes. Yes. So, what are the components in the gastric juice? What is the gastric juice? The digestive juice that is produced by gland cells in the wall of the stomach called gastric juice. So it is produced by the gastric glands. Which glands are present in the wall of the stomach? Gastric glands. What is the digestive juice? Is produced by gastric glands. Gastric juice. Yes. It contains the hydrochloric acid, mucin, and enzymes. HCl, hydrochloric acid. Yes, what is this hydrochloric acid? This hydrochloric acid, first one is killing the bacteria. Yes. Killing the bacteria because the hydrochloric acid produced in the stomach is a concentrated acid. Yes. Yes, so that's why it is killing the bacteria. And the second one is changes the chemical nature of the food. Yes. Changes the chemical nature of the food. Yes, in the bolus of food is alkaline in nature. Whenever you enter into the stomach, HCl changes its chemical nature from alkaline to acidic nature. Yes. And the third one is destroying the structure of proteins. Yes. Destroying the structure of proteins. Yes. Structure of proteins. That's why proteins are a large amount, a large scale of proteins are digested in the stomach because HCl is destroying the proteins. And next, the enzyme present in the gastric juice pepsin easily digesting the proteins. And the next one is changes the or converting the Pepsin was into pepsin. Pepsin was into pepsin. It is converting the pepsin was into pepsin. Yes. They are the functions of hydrochloric acid. First one is killing the bacteria. Second one is it changes the chemical nature of the food. Third one is it destroying the structure of proteins. And the fourth one is it changing the pepsinose into pepsin. Changing the pepsinose into pepsin. Yes. Next. Changing the pepsinose into pepsin. Yes. First we will discuss about that. What are the enzymes are present in the gastric level here? There are only two enzymes. One is the pepsin. Second one is the renin. Yes. Pepsin and the renin. There are the two types of enzymes are present in the gastric juice. This pepsin, it is first produced as a pepsinogen. Yes. Pepsin produced as a pepsinogen. Hydrochloric acid changes the pepsinogen to pepsin. Yes. In the gastric juice there is the enzyme. What is that pepsinogen? It is the inactive form of the enzyme. Inactive form of pepsin. Then this pepsinogen only converted as a pepsin by hydrochloric acid. Then this pepsin, it is digesting the proteins. Yes, proteins to peptones. Proteins to peptones. Yes. Proteins are digested as a peptones. Pepsin, what is the pepsin? The digestive enzyme present in the gastric juice is a pepsin. This pepsin is first produced as the inactive form, pepsinogen. Pepsinogen converted as a pepsin by this HCl. Then pepsin is digesting the proteins to peptones. Yes. One more enzyme is there, that is the renin. Yes. What does this renin? Renin. Look here, renin. This renin is converting the milk to curd. Converting the milk to curd. Yes. Renin converting the milk to curd. It is produced only in the infant. Means the child below the 2 years age. That is called a infant. In infants only, renin enzyme is produced. As the child is grow, the production of this renin is disappear. Yes, that's why infants only digesting the large quantity of the milk. Yes, it is a common experience to you, or I think you have observed in the surroundings also. When the child is getting the vomiting immediately after their mother is fed, within few minutes also, that vomited milk look like a curd because renin is converted the milk to curd. Renin enzyme is converting the milk to curd. It is also produced only in the infants. As the child is grow, the production of this renin is gradually decreases or disappear. That's why infants only able to digesting the more milk, even 2, 3, 4 liter milk also. Adult human beings are not able to digesting the large quantity of the milk because the production of this renin is disappear as the child is grow. Yes. In this way, food is digested partially in the stomach. The partially digested food in the stomach, that is called as a chyme. Yes, what is that? Chyme. The partially digested food in the stomach is called as a chyme. The digested food in mouth is called a bolus. The digested food in mouth is called as a bolus. Yes, digested food in mouth is called bolus. Digested food in stomach is called chyme. Okay, this chyme is sent into the small intestine. Look here, this is the small intestine. Yes. So the next part is the small intestine. Yes. Look here, this is the small intestine. Yes. Pancreas. Yes, small intestine. Now we will discuss about that small intestine. So this is the small intestine. The next part in the human digestive system is a small intestine. Yes. This is the small intestine. This one is the small intestine. Small intestine. This small intestine is a long, hollow, coiled tubular section. It is present in the human digestive system. It is about 6.5 meters long. The length of small intestine is 6.5 meters. So what is the length of this small intestine? About 6.5 meters. Yes. So this is small intestine. It has the three parts. What are the three parts? The anterior part is called as a duodenum. Yes. Duodenum. The middle part, here is the middle part. Middle part is called a jejunum. And last posterior part, it is called a ileum. Yes. There are three parts in the small intestine. The anterior part is called a duodenum. Middle part is called a jejunum. It has the several convulsions and bends. And the last part is called a ileum. The last part or posterior part of small intestine is called the ileum. Yes. First we will discuss about the duodenum. What is the duodenum? The anterior part of small intestine is called a duodenum. It is look like this. Duodenum. It is in the shape of U. What is the shape of the duodenum? U. This duodenum, it receives the bile juice from the liver. Yes, liver. Pancreatic juice from the pancreas. Yes. So, small intestine, anterior part of the small intestine is the duodenum. It receives the bile juice from the liver, pancreatic juice from the pancreas. Yes. First we will discuss about the liver. Yes. Yes, liver. Where it is present? Liver is the largest gland in the human digestive system. Yes, it is present. It is the largest gland that is present in the human digestive system. Yes, this is the liver. Liver is the largest gland present in the human body. This liver has 4 lobes. Look here, 1, 2, and the back side also good. There are 4 lobes are present in the liver. Liver is the largest gland in the human digestive system. It is present right side of the abdominal cavity, right side of the stomach, below the diaphragm in the abdominal cavity. Liver is the largest gland present in the human digestive system. It is situated right side of the stomach in the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm. It is reddish brown in color. Yes, it is reddish brown in color. which is weighed about 1.5 kg. Yes. What is the weight of the liver? It is weighed about 1.5 kg. 1.5 kg. The cells in the liver, these are called hepatic cells. Hepatic cells or hepatocytes. Hepatocytes. Hepatic cells are hepatocytes. They are producing the bile juice. It is stored